Nesters, welcome back to the channel. Today I am going to share with you a church rummage sale haul. This was part of a townwide as well. This church normally has a thrift store inside the front of their church where they sell mostly clothing, and so they kind of extended it outside and took donations from the church members. There wasn't a lot of vintage items. This church does have a lot of a younger following, I would say. It's kind of every age really. We actually used to go to this church before we had kids, so they didn't have a lot of vintage items. Usually you find that in the more Baptist kind of style churches. This is a non-denominational one. So anyways, I found a few items. We'll go ahead and get into it. These are items I will be reselling on Etsy. My link is in the description below, as well as a discount code. If you guys see anything you like, definitely plug in that code so you can get a little bit of a discount there. This was marked $2, and it's a Walt Disney World Stein. I'm not sure the age of it, but I thought it was a really neat piece. You have Mickey and the gang on a little trolley, and yeah, I assume this is just this is Cinderella's castle. I know that one. I've never been to Disney, so I'm not familiar with what this yellow building is here, but I'm sure a Disney lover would be. I do see Donald in a red car. He's my favorite. And yeah, so I thought this was really fun. It does have a little bit of a 3D effect to it, so it's not completely flat. It has some texture, and like I said, I'm not sure how much this is worth, but I will definitely look it up and it will be listed, so thought that was a good find there. They had a table filled with some teacups. I picked out a few to try. I wasn't sure. A lot of their items were not priced, and normally at rummage sales it's kind of just this one lump sum at the end, but she took everything out of my bag and was specifically pricing things, which is totally fine. I think these were $2 a piece she had asked for, and this is the first one I got here. It has kind of this open laced around the edge, and it's this pretty yellow rose, I believe. I just thought it was really gorgeous. It almost has a little bit of the iridescence to it, and I always like inside the teacups where they also share the flower as well. I think that's super fun. This one is unmarked, so it's probably not too old, but I'm sure it's old enough if somebody wants that, so I'll probably list that up on Etsy for about $16 to $18 and include free shipping on that one. And then I thought this one was really pretty. It has this beautiful mint green color to it, almost a jadeite, but it's more mint, I believe, and it has stunning gold detailing all the way around it. It's very intricate, really, and the plate is really gorgeous as well. This one's marked just made in Japan and has eagle wings on the bottom, I guess some type of a bird wing. I'm not sure what that is, but it's super gorgeous, and this is probably my favorite one I picked up there. And the last one I picked up is here, and it has a pedestal. I think they're all pedestal ones, and it does have the floral on the inside. I'm not sure what this flower is. It's just a pretty pink flower, and I thought the plate was really stunning as well, and this one is the same company as that last one. It says made in Japan on the bottom with the same marking, so it's just something I wanted to try. I have a few other teacups listed up in my Etsy for about a month now, and they haven't sold yet, so this is probably my last adventure if they don't start selling with teacups. But this item, I'm not really sure why I picked it up. It is in the best condition, but it's a vintage M&M's tin. It's a smaller size one, and I love the scenery around the edge here. We got the candy store and the bake shop, you know, typical Christmas village. I just thought it looked really fun. I likely would just decorate with this myself. I don't see the age of it. I could list it, but I'm not sure if the semi-rusting would be a problem to some people. I kind of like decorating with the tins that look like that. I just think it looks a little bit cooler, that you can obviously tell they're vintage and older. It just has a nice look to it to me. But yeah, I picked that up. I'm not sure what they charged me on that, probably $0.25 or something like that. This was probably my favorite find I got. This is a mid-century Starburst tray, and it has the New Orleans Saints colors, right? The very gold and silver and black, so very cool. I'm not sure the age of this exactly. It is glass, but it definitely has that vintage vibe to it, and very well could be vintage, but like I said, I'm not exactly sure what this is, so I will look into this and see how old it is. It is something I might be willing to let go of if it is old enough, but I do really like it, and I like to decorate and mid-century stuff, so this one will be a tough one to let go of. I found one good condition butterfly gold Corelle plate. This is the dinner plate size, and I think it was 50 cents. Yeah, it was 50 cents on it there. I find these, I always pick these up. I know a lot of people like to purchase these. I have a stack that I have collected a good amount of. I'm going to start listing some of them. I do collect them myself, but I don't need as many as I have found. And I seem to always come across the butterfly gold the most, so I think some of these will be listed, as well as maybe some spring blossom saucer and cups. I have a lot of those as well, so if you guys are interested in that, stay tuned. I will be listing some up on my Etsy shop. My husband found our old pastor CD there, and this is from 2002, so he was excited to get that and add it into our bag. And I found a couple of 1980s vintage trolls back when they were super popular, right? Now trolls mean a whole different thing, but I think they're still cute. They definitely remind me of my childhood. And yeah, I just think they were fun. I was definitely going to add those to my bag. I also found this ET ceramic piece. This is actually an Avon piece from 1983. And I'm not sure what the deal was with this. He kind of has his hands like hooked as if something would have went inside there. So maybe it held an eyeliner or a lipstick or something. So I'll have to look into that to see what the deal is with him, but it's E.T. and I like vintage 1980s toys and stuff, so I was gonna pick him up for sure. I probably paid about $1.25 a piece for those guys there. Now, this was something, I just thought they were cute. They're homemade vest for a little girl. This one was so darling. It has apples on it, and then the buttons themselves are apples. Too cute. This is the reason why I even wanted to get this. She charged me, I think it was 50 cents a piece for them. This does have a place where you can tie up a bow in the back, and then they had a few other ones, but I ended up just grabbing the St. Patrick's one because I feel like St. Patrick's Day is something everybody always wants to dress up for. You always want to wear your green, and it's very hard to come across exactly what you want to wear that day, and I just thought this was super cute to have a St. Patrick's Day vest as well. So it's the same deal. It has the little bow in the back. I thought those are really cute. I will be listing those up on my Etsy, but I thought those were fun as well. So they did have a good amount of children's books. I believe they were 10 cents a piece. I picked up a few, not too many. One I actually picked up sort of for myself. The first one I got was just this Baby Touch and Feel animals book, and my kids really both like these style books where you can kind of interact, the kind of sensory book, so it just has the different furs on it, so I grabbed that one. And then this is the one I got for myself. It's the Boxcar Children's series. I used to love these. Me and my mom used to read these a lot, and I always liked the mystery type books as a kid. So I'm trying to pick up all the Boxcar Children's series books. I haven't had any. We always had just gotten them from the library back then. So I'm on a mission to pick up these. I've got one other one recently. I'm not sure what number it is, but this is number 1, so that's a good place to start. It's always fun when you can find the first one, right? And then the other children's book I picked up was a Nursery Rhymes by Claire Beatons, and it just has Humpty Dumpty. I liked how the illustrations were in here. They look like they were felted or cross-stitched into it. The images are very cool. I really love how that looks, so I thought that would be a nice one to pick up. And both of my kids always like these ones that you push the button and, you know, as you see the picture in the book. And yeah, so I got that. They make noise. Boys like noise. So 10 cents a piece on those guys. And then I got some cookbooks here. I believe they were 50 cents a piece, and most of them are local cookbooks. So this one is from Stockton Springs Elementary School. And yeah, you guys know I like to pick up these style cookbooks that have these submitted recipes in them. So always happy to pick those up there. The next one I actually picked up 2 of them because they had to, so I'm going to list one of these on Etsy and see how they do. This is a Coastal Cooking 2nd edition from Coastal Antiques Auto Club. It was established in 1961, and it looks like this was probably released in 1994. So lots of cool recipes inside here. And yeah, so I plan to list it. I'm not sure how much these style recipe books go for. I would say probably between $8 to $10, and then plus a little bit for shipping. So somewhere in that range. If you guys are interested in that, be on the lookout. Another one I picked up is, it says Seasoned with Love. It's recipes from Maine foster grandparents. I thought that was pretty interesting. So I've never heard of foster grandparents before. You usually hear their parents, but I guess it makes sense. You know, people are fostering kids and then their parents interact with them as well. So that's pretty neat. And I'm sure this is filled with lots of yummy recipes. You know, people really have a big heart to take on foster kids into their home, and yeah, it's really nice, and I'm sure these are very yummy, so I look forward to that. Someday we hope to adopt or foster as our kids get a little bit older as well, so I don't know, I just kind of had a little bit of feels there when I saw that. And then this says it's a favorite recipes cookbook. I don't know what it is here. Okay, so it's from Searsport, Full Gospel Church. And a lot of times these don't have dates on them, unfortunately. I'm not seeing a date, but it looks like it was probably from the 80s or 90s to me. So there's lots of cool recipes in there. There's a lazy man pie, margarine, flour, sugar, baking powder, milk, 1 can of sliced peaches, and cinnamon. So marbled brownies, fudgy brownies, lots of yummy desserts. A microwave meatloaf. Ugh, I don't use a microwave and I don't eat meatloaf, so I don't like that one too much. But yeah, I thought that was pretty cool as well. And I picked up one more here. This one is favorite recipes from our best cooks. And it has this really cool image of a kitchen on it. It looks to be, oh, that's probably 1970s, 1980s kitchen probably. And I don't know if it's gonna say how old it is on the inside here or not. It's not. But this one's also from a Searsport United Methodist Church. So another church cookbook, and I look forward to trying these recipes someday. Add it to my collection, right? So yeah, those were fun. Pretty good price there. And is that everything? Yep, that's everything I picked up. So not as much as I usually get at church rummage sales because, like I said, there was a lot of clothing there, but I think I'm pretty happy with my finds. I think I'll do okay with reselling the items I did get, and my kids will enjoy the books. I'll enjoy my books. So yeah, I think overall it was a pretty good yard sale to go to. Thank you guys so much for watching. If you enjoyed this, please hit the thumbs up. Make sure you're subscribed if you want to see the next yard sale video, and we'll catch you in the next one. Bye.